Welcome once again to my Horrorween special where I'm going to be suggesting some of the best movies and TV shows that you need to be watching during the month of October. Today's episode is going to be a little bit different. I'm not necessarily going to review any of these TV shows. I'm rather just going to be suggesting them. So I'm also not going to be including made-for-TV movies, kind of like Halloween Town and those things, so keep that in mind. These are going to be strictly TV shows. Now I'm going to start off very strong. I'm going to start out right here, right at the top, the quintessential Halloween TV programming you need to be watching, and that's going to be the Simpsons Treehouse of Horror. Honestly, it's just not October without watching this. It's been going on for so long. I remember watching these as a little kid. They are just perfect. They're everything you want in a Halloween TV special. There are so many good Treehouse of Horror episodes, it's really hard to narrow them down, but it has the perfect balance of humor and Halloween vibes. It's so good. And another thing that's really good are the freaking intros. The intros are incredible. I remember in the really old ones, Marge would come out and tell you that, this episode is not for kids. It was very reminiscent of the old Universal Monsters where they used to do that. They had this guy come out and say, it's not for the faint of heart. You gotta love these intros. They're so creative. And even Guillermo del Toro did his own intro on the show, and it's so well made. Like I said, there are so many good episodes. There is a very good chance I'm going to be missing some really good ones here, and I'm going to be kicking myself in the head, but one of my all-time favorites is The Nightmare on Evergreen Terrace, where Willie plays the role of Freddy, or a spoof of Freddy.
Please help me!
Willie, please. Mr. Van Houten has the floor.
I, for one, would like to see the cafeteria menus in advance, so parents can adjust their dinner menus accordingly. I don't like the idea of Millhouse having 2 spaghetti meals in one day. You'll pay for this with your children's blood!
All right, how you gonna get them? Skeleton power?
I'll strike where you cannot protect them! In their dreams!
It is such a good and clever episode, and I love how grotesque the end of that episode was, where everybody's skin turns inside out and they do this like dance routine. And I really also dug the Hugo episode where Bart has a conjoined twin and they were separated at birth, and the evil twin, Hugo, lives upstairs in the attic. And it's so funny and so bizarre and kind of creepy, actually.
There, Hugo, I understand. All those years caged up in here, why, you've probably never even seen your own face in the mirror, have you? Here.
And of course, it's not a Treehouse of Horror without Kang and Krotos, the 2 aliens living in the Simpsons world. And one of my favorite episodes is called Citizen Kang, where they reskin themselves as Bill Clinton and Bob Dole, and it is fucking hilarious.
President Clinton, he usually hangs around Washington, D.C.
President Clinton! Excellent!
It's true. We are aliens. But what are you going to do about it? It's a 2-party system. You have to vote for one of us.
You're right. This is a 2-party system.
Well, I believe I'll vote for a third-party candidate.
Go ahead. Throw your vote away.
Mr. President, sir, people are becoming a bit confused by the way you and your opponent are, constantly holding hands.
We are merely exchanging long protein strings. If you can think of a simpler way, I'd like to hear it.
And I saved the best for last. In my opinion, the Shining episode is the best of them all. This is how you do a parody. It's so clever, it's so smart, and so spot on with The Shining.
No, go easy on the wee one. His father's gonna go crazy and chop them all into haggis.
What's haggis?
Boy, you read my thoughts. You've got the shinin'.
You mean shining?
Shh! You wanna get sued?
And how they recreate scenes from The Shining and into the Simpsons world is freaking genius. And I love the scenes with Grandpa, and the scenes without Grandpa, where they leave him back in the gas station, is just, that's how you start an episode.
Well, it was a long trip, but we're almost there.
Homer, did you remember to lock the front door of the house?
Don't! Well, It's been 2 long trips, but we're finally almost there again.
When you locked the front door, did you remember to lock the back door?
Don't!
Oh no! We left Grandpa back at the gas station.
Here's Johnny! Don't! David Letterman!
Hi, David. I'm Grandpa.
Don't! I'm Mike Wallace, I'm Wally Safer, and I'm Ed Bradley. All this and Andy Rooney tonight on 60 Minutes!
Disney Plus in the last 2 years has made a collection of these, so I'm sure you'll be able to find it there, and that should roll around somewhere in early October.
So sit back and enjoy a night of worry-free. What the fudge? Oh, for Pete's sake! Jiminy Christmas! Darn it!
I'm going to be really biased right now. I'm a 90s kid, and in the 90s, I thought we had the best Halloween TV specials, but it all really started with one person, and I really detest her. I really hate this person, but Roseanne started the whole Halloween TV special trend in the 90s. And I get it. She got canceled. I don't like her. She's super goddamn annoying. But Roseanne really does have some of the best Halloween specials ever for a TV series. It's really funny and really well themed. It feels like Halloween when you watch it. It's very cool. And a lot of these 90s shows have those like Bastille, like pinup things. Like I have some right here. And I think you can get Roseanne's special on a DVD box set, but I'm not sure if it's on any streaming services. If it is, let me know in the comment section down below. And since we're talking about the 90s, the best decade of all time, obviously, we have to talk about some TGIF shit. The best era on television. Friday nights, ABC. I loved it. Family Matters has some of the best Halloween specials, and one of my favorites is the Stevel episode, where there is like this doll that Urkel creates, and it comes to life.
My name is Stephen Q. Urkel. My IQ is 196. I like cheese, I like poker, and I'm perfectly sane.
At the time, it was freaking scary. I like shit myself watching it. Even just today, it's just kind of bizarre to watch because the audience also makes it really scary. They scream and they're like really into it. It's funny, I get it, but as a kid, this shit scared me.
Yeah, and I suppose I can't dance either.
There's also Home Improvement, which had a ton of Halloween specials as well. But there was one in particular that always freaked me out. And it was of one where some mysterious person comes to Tim's party and he goes upstairs, whatever. It freaked me out. And Home Improvement's a good one. Both Home Improvement and Family Matters and a lot of TGIF Fridays shows are on Hulu right now. So you can check those out on Hulu. You gotta love the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air Halloween episodes. There's one in particular I like, and that's the Hex episode, where the Banks family gets a hex on them and they're cursed. This episode does have a really depressing moment where Will ends up in a cemetery and he talks to a dead kid who got hit by a drunk driver. It was really morbid, but the episode has great laughs, especially ones with Carlton in it.
What are you supposed to be?
My idol, Macaulay Culkin. Oh, my hair! I look like a snow cone. What happened? Oh, the hex.
You can catch that episode and all the Fresh Prince episodes right now on HBO Max as well. And South Park, which is also on HBO Max, has a great Halloween special as well. There are a lot of them, but my all-time favorite is actually a more recent one where Mr. Mackey, he has like this paranoia of these lime and bird scooters. They're like those like electric scooters. I'm not sure if they're everywhere, but there's a lot here in California. It's so funny. He just gets so freaked out by them and he just doesn't understand the concept. It's brilliant.
Oh shit! Hey, you had a goddamn red light! Hi! Oh, Jesus Christ! Hey!
Sorry.
What the hell? Look at my car! Who's gonna pay for...
Sorry, dude.
God damn it! Get off the goddamn streets with those things!
I love that there are hipsters riding these to top it off. And these kids in South Park also use these scooters to cover more ground for trick-or-treating. It's just such a good episode. You have to watch it.
Here, take it! Just take it!
Modern Family actually has a really solid Halloween episode. I love that Claire is really obsessed with Halloween. She kind of sounds like me when she goes on a rant that she only asks for one day out of the entire year. It's a pretty funny episode, so you should definitely check that out.
Ahead.
And everyone was screaming, "That's him, get Quasimodo!" And then the townspeople started chasing me, and that's when I wet my pants. I wet my pants. I wet my pants.
I started off strong and I'm going to end strong, god damn it. It's the Great Pumpkin. Charlie Brown is fantastic. I love the Halloween vibe. It's very cozy, it has a warmth to it, and has great atmosphere. I love It's the Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown. And I understand a lot of people aren't going to like this. It's not for everybody. It is definitely not for a younger audience, I think, because I've watched it with people that are a little bit younger than I am, and they thought it was kind of boring and depressing. And I understand Charlie Brown is a depressing character, but it is a quintessential watch in my opinion. And I love Linus's hope for the Pumpkin King or whatever it is. It's just so good, and you need to be watching this. I don't know where you can find it or watch it, but I'm sure it's out there somewhere. It's very easy to find, and you can even pick up the physical copy at Target.
I got 5 pieces of candy. I got a chocolate bar. I got a quarter. I got a rock.
I just wish there were more Halloween episodes like we had back in the day. I'm sure they exist, but I just haven't heard of any that really stand out. And if I'm wrong, please let me know. I understand that there are a lot of great Halloween specials that I totally skimmed through and I completely skipped. I know that, but I found that this was a pretty good baseline to watch during this month of October. Now I want to know what your favorite Halloween TV special is. Let me know in the comment section down below. I'm going to be doing a lot more of my Horrorween special episodes, so make sure to stay tuned for that. And please smash the crap out of that like, subscribe, and notification button if you want to see more movie reviews. Have your tickets ready. I'll see you guys at the next movie.